Yo, what is up, guys? Savage Boy 23 back with another video. Today I'm going to give you guys my NBA recap and my NBA day-to-day predictions. If you guys can, please like, subscribe, comment down below, and tell me, guys, what your guys' favorite team is, and tell me what team do you think will bring the NBA championship home. Alright? I won a game and I lost a game. You guys will be so surprised or shocked of what I'm about to say on these teams. And also, I just want to say yesterday was a blast. I think this morning there was some two breaking news. I'll talk about one on here on the Pelicans game and the Lakers, and then I'll talk about another one right now. But yeah, before we get into everything, can you guys like, subscribe, comment down below, and tell me, guys, what your guys' favorite team is, and tell me what team do you think will bring the NBA championship home. All right. That being said, let's go. I don't even know how to say his whole name. If I say it wrong, my bad. If I say it right, cool. Jontay Porter Jr. I don't even know if that's even his whole name or even his right name. There was some breaking news last night. First off, I want to say this loud and clear. I knew this was going on the whole time, even behind my videos channel. I didn't want to talk about it one bit, but when I heard that breaking news of the NBA like suspending him, like he's not playing in the NBA no more, that's a shocker. Like, that actually was a shocker. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and point the finger, but I'm gonna say this loud and clear. I don't know why he did that. If he can go back, would he do it again, or would he not do it? We don't know. It's only up to him. But I want to say this loud and clear. He is the brother of the NBA championship of last season. Now, is this the best that the NBA can do? Putting him in this kind of suspension and this kind of trouble? And even know is he going to, I don't know, maybe pay back of what he did? Now, I know people probably do that around, like, everywhere in the NBA world, the NFL world, or sports world, anything in general. But it's not common how people do it, because we all know what you try to hide comes back at you in the future. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that was a smart thing or a dumb thing, but I'm going to say that the NBA world, and maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right, I don't know. I never knew that you were in the NBA. Like, I follow a lot of people, but apparently I don't follow a lot of people in the NBA. I did not even know that your name was in the NBA. I didn't even know you were on the Toronto Raptors at that point. The worst team in the NBA in the Eastern Conference. The team that won the 2019 championship with Kawhi Leonard. And the Toronto Raptors in 2024 got in trouble of something that you did. They didn't do it. You did it. Now, whatever the case may be, if he's ever going to play in an NBA world again, or he might play overseas, whatever the case may be, I don't know if he's ever going to get another shot in the NBA because of what he did. Now, in my opinion and in my defense, I think that's the stupidest thing. In my opinion. Maybe other people might say it's not that bad or it's not that stupid. But honestly, he did the dumbest thing he can ever do in the NBA. He has a brother that won a championship, and that's not making him look bad. That's making his brother look bad. Think about that. You need to think about that, honestly. And I know what people are going to say. He wasn't getting enough looks at in the NBA because of his brother. Well, we all got to realize that if you have a brother that's better than you and that won a championship, we all know that the eyes are all going to be on him. If you have a brother that went from nowhere and didn't even know that he was in the NBA, you're not going to be looked at. Maybe you might be talked about, but you won't be looked at. The only way that you will get your name out there like your brother did, you actually pull W's for your team. Not going out here and doing stupid things. I want to just say that to every brother out there and every other sister out there, regardless, whatever thing that got you out there of doing that, that is just, I just can't believe that I can't believe I read that. What he did That I don't think that's ever can come back. Man, taking a chance on yourself and your team, the over and the under. That's funny. That is really funny. I'm not going to get into the whole talk about it, but I read a lot about it, but I'm not going to say it. Yeah, it's not going to sting. Imagine if it was the old, I don't even know who's the older one, him or the Chicken McNuggets brother. I don't know. But I'm just going to say this. Imagine your brother did it. Imagine how much eyes, imagine how much attention he would get. Just imagine. If that was actually your older brother doing it. Or maybe he's your younger brother. Whatever the case may be. Just imagine it was him, not you. And he won a championship with Nikola Jokic, Jamal Murray. So, yeah. I'm done talking about this. All I'm going to say is you did a stupid decision. If you can go back to it, I don't know what the NBA would do. And I don't even know what you would do if you went back to that. Yeah. But anyways, let's get on to the NBA world. There was also another breaking news. Zion Williamson. I just want to say this loud and clear. And I mean this the nicest way I can. I hope you feel better. I really do. Now, we heard what happened earlier today. I don't know if anybody knows what's going on. Zion Williamson will not play on Friday, is what they're saying. Anything can change, though. That's what I've been hearing. He might not play. Now, if Zion Williamson does not play on Friday, and I'm going to say this loud and clear, and I'm going to say this on Friday, your season comes to an end that day. Your season comes to an end that day. Because I didn't see much of Brandon Ingram in the fourth. I don't think I saw any Brandon Ingram in the fourth, in my opinion. I was watching the game. The Lakers were going to say, and Laker fans were telling me this last night before the game even tipped off. Lakers are going to lose on purpose to avoid the Chicken McNuggets. Laker fans, and I'm a Laker fan. A disappointed one. But anyways, we all got what we wanted. We want to beat Nikola Jokic in the first round. We want to see Nikola Jokic. We want to see Jamal Murray in the first round. And we all got what we want. And I will give you guys my recap on that in the weekend that comes. I can't speak too much about it, but you guys will be, let's just say you guys will be in tuned to me what I'm about to say. Yeah, I'm happy the Lakers did what they had to do. And I'm tired of people saying that the Lakers were going to lose this game on purpose. And I want to say this loud and clear to every NBA fan out there. What we saw last night from the Lakers, I think the first quarter was not good. Second quarter, it was getting picked up. The end of the first quarter, they were picking it up. Second quarter, they were chugging it along. Third quarter, they were going up and then slowing down. The fourth quarter, they just completely shut down, in my opinion. Alright? I didn't see no Brandon Ingram in the fourth. Regardless if he played or not in the fourth, I didn't see him. But I want to say this loud and clear again. Zion Williamson, I hope you do feel better and come back stronger next season. If you do not come back on Thursday, or Friday, Friday, your season just lost the biggest game of their season life. Just going to say that loud and clear. Because we're going to have a great matchup. Kings-Pelicans. Can't wait for that matchup. But, yeah, I want to talk about something here a little bit. It was about D'Angelo Russell and Jose Alvarado. They got into a little, let's say, scuffle. Apparently, Jose Alvarado did a punk chest to D'Angelo Russell. He put his head onto his chest and actually pushed him. And D'Angelo Russell put his hand up when he got pushed. And he was smiling. Now, and apparently they gave D'Angelo Russell a technical. Now, I know people might come into this play and talk about D'Angelo Russell was putting his hand up and he was laughing. Okay, can we not laugh? Can we not laugh? Can we put our hands up at least? He was defending himself because of what was Jose Alvarado was going to do to him. But you never know what could have happened. And you decide to give D'Angelo Russell one of a fun player to watch on the court a technical for what? Putting his hand up? Laughing at Jose Alvarado? Now, Jose Alvarado is the type of dude that acts like he's the big man on campus. That's what I think of him sometimes. But he's not. He hides behind Zion Williamson in the whole Pelican squad. And that's what I think of him. It's kind of disappointing how he got a technical. D'Angelo Russell got a technical. He should have not got a technical. And D'Angelo Russell was a funny guy last night. I don't know if anybody saw, but I think when a Laker player, I don't know who it is precisely, maybe it was a dunk or a three, or maybe the game was over, he was smiling at the crowd and pointing at them and saying, I don't know what he said exactly, but what I read from his lips was, "We got this game. How did you like it?" And he was smiling at them. You see, that's the kind of player that I want to see on the court. He is happy out there doing what he's doing. Now, am I going to be surprised of what kind of D'Angelo we're going to see on the weekends? I don't know. We might have the D'Angelo Russell that went off towards the end of the season, or we might have a D'Angelo Russell that was struggling last season in the playoff round one towards the Chicken McNuggets. But I want to say this loud and clear. This game was fun. This game would not be the best as it can be because we already got what we wanted. The Los Angeles Lakers are going to see Nikola Jokic, Jamal Murray, and the Chicken McNuggets on the weekends. This was a great game, competitive game, fun game. At one point, I thought the Lakers were going to take the game because they were up by at least, 20? Between 20 to 26, if I'm correct. And then, yeah. But again, this was a great game, fun game, competitive. I loved watching it. Again, Zion Williamson, hopefully you feel better. Hopefully the people who are treating you are wrong and you do play on that final last game if you guys do somehow in some way lose that game. Because if you do lose that game, you guys are completely out. And that's not what we're going to like. But, yeah, this was a great game, competitive game. So, yeah. I'm going to give you guys my NBA recap on the Golden State Warriors. And I could tell you this loud and clear. I lost this game. Now, you guys might ask, are you mad? To be honest, no, I'm not. If you actually think about it, I'm actually happy. Because the Warriors went out there and they were not doing so good this season. Klay Thompson shot 0 points, if I'm correct. Now, we don't know if we're going to see Klay Thompson in a Warriors uniform next season. The Warriors lost this game badly. At one point, it was a 26-point lead, and now I think it's a 24-point lead they lost by, if I'm correct. I don't know. I'm not doing the math. De'Aaron Fox was going off in this game. Keegan Murray was going off on this game. The Kings were right. They made these little shirts. That was funny. They said, I forgot what it read, but they're so pissed that the Kings or the Warriors keep on kicking the Kings out of the playoffs. And they finally got what they wanted. They kicked out the Warriors. To be honest, I'm so happy the Warriors are out. I loved when the Warriors think they had that chance of them making it. Now, I said this before. If the Lakers lost the Pelicans game, they would have to face the Kings or the Pelicans, right? The Lakers lost this game, they would play against the Kings. The Lakers won this game, they would move on. And if they beat the Kings, if they lost against the Pelicans, they would play the Thunder, right? Everybody thought, oh, we should just face the Thunder at this point. No. And everybody thought the Warriors were going to go all the way and be that dynasty team to get another championship. You know, that's the funny thing. I really wanted the Warriors to lose this game. Now, before I made my prediction and my thumbnail and everything, I was thinking, who should I go for, the Warriors or the Kings? Should I win with the Kings? But if I went with the Kings, I would have lost. Because this is basically a lose-lose situation. Whoever loses this is out. Whoever wins it moves on to play the Lakers or the Pelicans. But we all found our answer. We all found what we said. This was a great game. It was fun. It was competitive. I loved it. So, yeah. Steph Chef, your season is over. And, well, it's been over since less than 24 hours. Klay Thompson, you have been washed since that last championship. I don't know what you went out there and did. You shot threes and you got brick after brick after brick. Steph Curry was trying to do all the work. And he lost in fashion. I wish I went for the Kings. I wish I can go back before I made this video or before yesterday and talk about the Kings. But I have another chance on Friday and see what's going to happen. But, yeah, this was a great game. Again, the Lakers do move on to play the Chicken McNuggets. And the Warriors get knocked out of the play-in tournament. And the Kings move on to play the Pelicans. So, yeah. But guys, let me move on to my NBA predictions. Now, these are going to be great games. Now, I thought about this long and hard. Yesterday, I was thinking about this game. I have friends that are 76ers fans. I have friends that are Miami Heat fans. Whatever team I go for, you guys know how much I love both of these teams. You guys know how much I like talking about these players. Himmy buckets coming clutch. Joel Embiid is going to try his best, and hopefully he doesn't fluke. Now, it's going to hurt me going against my favorite team and my own team that I root for. Or maybe I'll go for them. It depends what it goes for. But I want to say this loud and clear. Before we talk about the prediction video and all that, let's go back down the memory lane. 2018, right? If I'm correct, Himmy Buckets joined 76ers, right? I forgot. I don't have that too much memory that far. But don't know if Miami Heat went all the way down there to the finals or playoffs and they lost to another good team. But I do remember that they got rid of Himmy Buckets, the 76ers, because they didn't want to give him a super contract because they know that how talented he was. And they picked up Tobias Harris. And to be honest, Tobias Harris, he's a good player. But do I say he's better than Himmy Buckets? Absolutely not. The 76ers dropped the ball in 2018 against Himmy Buckets. Now, Himmy Buckets is going to come out here and give everything he's got. Now, regardless if this is going to be a win or a loss, and it determines how later tonight's going to be against the Hawks and Bulls, this is going to be a fun game. It's going to be competitive. It's going to be a big battle. Himmy Buckets really want to get his old team out of the play-in so he can say that he's that guy, which we all know he's that guy. Because what did he do in the NBA Finals run, right? 2020, Lakers, Miami. What about recently? Chicken McNuggets, Miami Heat. Hemi Buckets can't prove anything because you know why? He already proved everything to all of us. He's that guy in clutch. Now, I would be stupid enough, right, to not go against him because this is basically a win-win situation right now for Hemi Buckets and me. I like talking about Hemi Buckets, but not as much as Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid and Tyrese Maxey, of what they did, what Joel Embiid did towards that half of the end of the season, I can't forget that day. This is the same man that dropped 70 points in one game. We're all going to sit here acting like it didn't matter. It mattered for him because he deserves it. A big man dropping 70 points. And I think in the same game too, I think Luka dropped 73 points. And then Devin Booker dropped 70 or 62 points. In my opinion. But I just want to say this loud and clear. This is going to be a great competitive game. I loved it. Whatever happens, happens. Win or lose, they're still both of my favorite teams. This was a very hard prediction for me to make. But I'm going to take Hemi Buckets in the Miami Heat to move on. Now, this was a very hard prediction because I thought about it in the regular season. Everybody was keep telling me that the 76ers are going to get knocked out first round, second round. They're flukers. That's what they do. They get knocked out to just say that they made it. And I don't want to come back to that moment and say that they keep doing that. And what's going to change for them? We don't know what's going to change. Is it because of the spotlight? Joel Embiid has been there in past times. Tyrese Maxey, this is his first time there. Because he's a young star. But, yeah, this was a very hard prediction for me to make. I'm going to be watching this game closely like I did yesterday. So, yeah. But we're going to move on to this game here. DeJounte Murray versus DeMar DeRozan. I've been hearing that the Hawks get Ice Trae back. I don't know if it's confirmed, but yeah. A team, whoever wins between the Miami 76ers game moves on to play the Bulls or the Hawks. Whoever loses this game right here, Hawks Bulls, they are out. Their season is over. Now this game here, I was thinking about this, and I was thinking about this closely. The Hawks have been in that 10 seed since the season started, right? The Bulls have been in that 9 seed since when? Since the season started too? No, they don't have Zach LaVine, if I'm correct. No Zach LaVine. And the Hawks didn't have DeJounte Murray. Or not DeJounte Murray, Ice Trae. Now, regardless if Zach LaVine or Ice Trae comes back in this game, they gotta feel the quarter under the shoes. Because if you're out that long and you try to shoot, you're just going to be bricking every shot you can. I wouldn't say every shot, but regardless, you're going to try your best and you're going to fail. I've said the Bulls before. I'm going to say it again. The Bulls this season have been very, very, very slim. They have a very small window to go through. And if they, I don't know, somehow, some way don't go through the window or they get stuck between the window, their season is over. Alex Caruso, DeMar DeRozan, Vooch, and all of them, whatever they try to do, they're going to try their hardest in this game. Because, again, whoever loses this game, their season is on the line to be over. Same game as yesterday's Sacramento Kings Warriors. Now, this game here, this is the same old thing. Lose, your season is over. You win, you move on. Alright? I ain't going to be watching this game closely. I'm going to be going for, and this was another hard prediction too. It wasn't that easy. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Okay, I'll take the guilt. I mean, the Hawks came out here and they beat the Celtics like what, 2 times? The Bulls came out here and they tried their best this season. But that was all in the past. But I'm gonna be taking DeMar DeRozan and the Chicago Bulls to advance to play the Heat or the 76ers. This was a very hard prediction. I've had this prediction since I made the videos of East versus West conference finals in season tournament. But yeah. So, yeah. I got Hemi Buckets, Miami Heat versus DeMar DeRozan and the Bulls. The Hawks, I see the Hawks losing tonight. Now, I'm not going to say that's going to be for sure, but they're going to give it all they got. And regardless if Ice Trade comes back or not, it's still going to be a great game. So, yeah. But guys, that is my NBA recap. You guys tell me in the comments who you guys are going for in these 2 games. But until then, guys, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.